อจงสดับฟังเรื่องราวอันน่าเศร้าซึ่งกล่าวว่าเธอเป็นนักร้องสาวผู้มีใจกระหายหาความยิ่งใหญ่ที่ข้อเสนอได้รับการสนองแต่พรนั้นกลับคือคำสาปร่ำลือกันว่าเสียงของเธอยังคงอยู่ร้องเพลงในยามราตรีหิวโหยชั่วกันละอวสานได้ยินกันหรือไม่
Hi YouTube, Ellie here, and welcome to another vid. Today we are going to be playing the Krasue. Sadly, I had to record the commentary after I played the gameplay because for some reason my live commentary did not record. I don't know what's wrong, my PC is stupid, what can I say? So, yes, the Krasue's out. I've been playing her a lot, having some trouble adjusting to her power, but really like her. As far as the build I'm running, I wanted to start off with the older build. There are some clips I want to try out that I don't have because I don't play killer that much. But starting off, we have barbecue and chili. Just letting me see where they are after they do it, after I help somebody. Bitter murmur that lets me see where everybody is after a gen is completed, and it also helps me see where they are in the end game. Nowhere to hide. I really wanted to get this one from the night because it's a really strong perk. It definitely feels like I get value out of kicking gens. So being able to see where people are after kicking a gen is so nice. And then for the last perk, I just threw Infectious Fright on there because I had it. I mean, there's bully squads out there, so why not? For my add-ons, I'm running Pig's Eye and Broken Tiara. Basically, it's more aura reading. When survivors eat the fungus, they are oblivious, and the other one lets me see where they are when they eat it or while they're under its effect. So, yeah, let's build. Let's hop into the first match. Alright, so for the first match, we have RPD. Not a fan of this map, not gonna lie. I kind of liked it before they changed it where it was just one big map. I really miss those days. So again, like I said in the intro, I'm recording this pretty much while rewatching the footage because the live commentary that I did not record. Something's up with my PC. So I'm not able to hear the game as I'm recording my voice here. So I'm not able to like really retrace my train of thought. But here we get some value out of Nowhere to Hide. She was trying to hide thanks to me kicking the gen, so I snuck up on her. We applied our infection. Now we just trying to mind game her into bolting, which we did. She bolted again. One more bolt and the entity will block this bolt. So I decided to go for my hit here just to get my damage. And now we're just going after her. I thought she went to the left, so I've kind of been flicking the camera when I'm in head form or like slide form, whatever it's called, just to get a better picture of where they went, because sometimes it's a little hard to tell where they went. So the same thing here. I'm just trying to mind game her. This is a really strong palette, but I didn't want to waste too much time with her, so I decided to kick this gen as well because it sounded like it had a lot of progression. We break the palette. I saw that the person I was chasing went into this room, but I didn't notice she was to my left when I was playing. This is one of the things I remember. I was like, oh, she's right there, and I didn't even see her. But now this is a free down because that really strong palette is gone. There's no way she's going to make it to this other palette here. She tried to keep me there, but failed. So now we're going to grab her and hook her here. Thanks to Infectious, we also saw that somebody's kind of in the lobby area on that gen, so we are going to head there next. The gen out here is still regressing, so there was no need to go back and kick it. They did finish the gen, sadly, so I couldn't guard it, or stop them rather. But now we are on to the next one. I believe Barbecue showed us that somebody was on this gen here. Here are the scratch marks. I just sprayed the gen just in case someone has to be hiding, but again, nowhere to hide showed us that there is somebody there. So we're just going to go ahead and follow. We weren't really going for a cutoff here because I knew I wasn't going to catch them, but I at least, you know, was able to apply my infection. That was actually a really good shot. I was really proud of myself there. Assuming that she's going for save here, I was like, this is a free down. She gave me the pallet as well. For some reason, she was vaulting back and forth. And got it again. So free hit, yay. Here I wanted to take the pallet away again, just making this whole outside area a dead zone because the other survivor gave me that pallet earlier on. They did just pop another gen, so that's fine. We're down to 3 gens. Another thing I've been doing as Krasue is trying not to tunnel. I don't know what it is, but a lot of survivors are quick to cry about being tunneled, and then they will like legit get in your... Like, I understand that you're trying to take a hit. That's fine, but I've had people literally like just run up in my face after being unhooked, and they're just like basically saying, hey, hook me again, you know? It's like, I'm trying to ignore you. I'm trying to go after somebody else. If you're gonna take a protection hit, that's great. Leave after that. Like, why are you sticking around? It's so weird. And then they say you're tunneling. But anyways, we kicked us in, nowhere to hide, boom. I know she was gagged. Got a free hit and the infection is applied. We have another strong pallet here. So basically, I was just trying to get her to drop it. So same thing, I'm just kind of dancing with her. We got her to drop the pallet, which is fantastic. But we're not going to be able to really mind game here. So I'm just going to take the pallet now just to get it out of the way. And whenever my cooldown is back, I would go into head form. I don't know what I was thinking here. Well, actually, no, I do. I knew she was going to go. Yeah, because I went into head form here. So yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, why go into head form when she's right at a volt? Even though volt speed is way faster in head form than body form. So same thing, this is another strong pallet. I should have broke it looking back, but I didn't want to lose her because, you know, we're at 3 gens. It really felt like they were gen rushing me. So I really wanted just to get another down here if I could, just to get another hook and get some more pressure. So we got her to vault. I thought she was going to vault or double back. But she didn't, so I got lucky there that she didn't leave the room. She tried to mind game me and ended up getting punished for it, which is really nice. So we're gonna take our hook here, and looking around with Barbecue, we see someone on that gen far out over there, so we're gonna start heading in that direction. They did get another gen. Oh, someone's here. Heard a cry, so I was like, okay, why not? This is a pretty easy loop. Really just had to play patiently here. But this is a free hit. I was really hoping she would drop this pallet and give it to me, but she did not want to give it to me. Like, she was being so stingy with this pallet. I was like, you know what? We're just going to go for it. Hope for the best. We got the hit. Let's take our hook. But I really was hoping she would give me that pallet. I'm not going to lie. So we got our hook. I believe someone's going for the save here. I don't know if we heard somebody. Like I said, I can't hear the gameplay as I'm rewatching this. But there's the Michaela. Let's go ahead and get her, since, you know, we don't tunnel. Love that. And I'm actually just going to take this pallet. Because I was like, yeah, this is too strong of a pallet, so let's just make it a dead zone. There's the Michaela, so let's take our hit. And we're going to go after her. For some reason, their Fang decided to DC. But that was a pretty easy down, but I wasn't sure why the Fang DC'd here either. That was really weird. But yeah, we got a free down on Michaela, so we'll take that. And now you see that we have one survivor on death hook. Everybody else is on on second hook rather. So yeah, now we're just kind of walking around, trying to find someone over here because I think I got some indication. Oh, here we go. I heard Fang drop. All right. We'll go ahead and apply our infection. We don't get the hit here because she has the vote, but again, since it's a bot, they didn't really play like a real person and they just doubled back for some reason. They should have given me the pallet early on. Great. I'm going to go ahead and break that and take that from them. And go in the head form and just catch up to her, kind of close the gap. Where is she? Yeah, I was like, what is she doing? So, take the hit, that's fine. Someone did get that unhook, but I'm just going to commit to the Fang here. We can get her into second hook. Oh my god, I suck. Lol. Okay, there we go, nice. And it looks like someone's either healing over there or they're on that gen. I don't think they can heal. I believe... Oh no, yeah, actually they can heal. Okay, there's one survivor that's not infected. But anyways, we know that they're over there, so let's just head in that direction, see if we can find them. They could just be on the gen. Yeah, they were on the gen. Okay, so they went in here. Ah, here we go. And it's our person on death hook, so this is great. Don't know why she dropped that right there. That sucks. I was hoping she would just vault, because I'm like, I didn't really need to apply the infection, but I just kind of wanted it in case I was going to like struggle with getting the M1 on her. Or, sorry, I'm so used to saying M1 because of PC. But yeah, we got the down, we got a kill, let's go. And sadly, they got the rest of the gens done, so, exit gates are now powered. I don't know if they're going to save the Fang though. The Fang is still on hook. They're probably not going to make it to her, but I do see where they are, thanks to Bitter Murmur, so let's go ahead and see if we can cut them off. Somebody is here, I just didn't... Ah, okay, cool. We'll vault here. Seeing that she's not infected, we're going to switch back to body form. 3 shots here. Perfect, we got the infection. Now let's go ahead and go back into head form and catch up to her. I should be able to get a lunge attack here. Oh, actually, anyway. Okay, nice, yeah. I had a feeling she would go back here. That's a free hit. Alright, now we just catch up, and we should get a pretty easy down here, I would assume. Nice, okay. Cool beans, cool beans. We take that. So we have our 2 kills. I guess Michaela didn't go for the save after all. She's probably waiting at the gate, honestly, to teabag or taunt or whatever. So yeah, that's GG's. For the rest of the game, I saw her at the gate. I really wasn't dealing with getting taunted or whatever. So I just broke the pallet and I just kind of hung out at the hook. So sorry to the table or whoever's on hook if you're watching. I wasn't camping or anything. It's just I wasn't walking all the way over there just to get like teabagged and taunted. So yeah, that's the first game. And I tried to open the gate here, but it didn't work. Alright, but yeah, that was the first game, so we'll wait for the animation and all that good stuff, and we'll hop into the second match. Alright, so for the next match, we got Forgotten Ruins. So same thing, it's actually going to be this way for, I think I did 1 or 2 more matches, I can't remember. But all the matches, again, I'm just going back and rewatching the replays. Honestly, I might just record DVD videos like that from now on, just play the game and then do commentary over it. I don't know what's up with my PC, but the recording feature on it sucks, bro. But anyways, we got our first survivor. I heard footsteps, got the infection applied, and we are chasing her down the stairs into the castle, or tower, whatever it's called. I wanted to go for just a regular hit here. I felt like with the distance she would get, we better just to go in the head from the chase after her. She took the Dimension Portal. Shout out to Scoot, my Street Fighter buddy. Dimension. Alright, so we're playing this tile. I thought she would stay and loot there a little longer, but she didn't. So, simple mind game, bolt, bang, amazing. Nice quick down, that's what we like to see. We're gonna take this pallet as well, because why not? And we'll take our first down. I will say, I remember this game. These guys were kind of mean. They were kind of bully. I felt, I was not happy. But, yeah. Anyways, we see scratch marks. I see you. Yeah, this was the mean one. I could tell she was taunting me because they were kind of hoeing me with some of these shots, so I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm trying to bounce it and it's not working. I'm trying to aim and it's not working. I'm like, this is about the rivals, bro. Alright, but we got the hit finally. They gave me one. She wanted the blind so bad, so I was trying to wait. I'm like, okay, she took long side. We can, you know, break the pallet. She still got the blind though. It was so weird. I was like, bro, I turned away. But yeah, So we're chasing, and eventually I was like, you know what, F this, I'm quitting. I was like, she's the try-hard out of the squad, I see it. She's the one that wants to get chased. We're not gonna fall for that. So we're gonna target her teammates, try to get other downs. So the same thing here. So I keep this gen, right? Nowhere to hide shows me that he's hiding. So literally, look, I tried to bounce it off the pallet. It didn't work. I was like, bro, we break this pallet. I'm like, cool. He runs to another pallet. Same thing. Ricochet wasn't working. I thought he was camping the pallet, but he wasn't. So I'm like, here, try to snipe, miss. I'm like, dang. Aiming that power is so hard. But you know what? It's fine. We're still a baby Krasue, but we're gaming. I'm having fun. You know, it was the same way with Plague. The aim was not there at first. We're gonna get it though. Hello. So I decided just to get a hit there. I was like, whatever. Kick the gen. Get some nowhere to hide value, and you see her right here. Same thing. I was expecting it to bounce off the ground, but it didn't work. But we got the infection, and nowhere to hide showed us everything here. So hello, infect, bam, beautiful. So we got some pressure, we got some hits, we got some infections. So I'm feeling good here. I went back to check the gen to make sure nobody had tapped it, but I'm completely ignoring this. I think it was the Meg. I'm completely ignoring her at this point. Or maybe I don't know who it was, but the point is I'm ignoring her. Oh no, what is her name? Jean? Whatever. I didn't recognize her with the hair, but I was ignoring her. She ate the fungus, which is fine, but now she's oblivious thanks to the add-on. But she knows obviously she's doing it. So now we're just trying to at least get a hit on her. Thanks to oblivious, like she didn't realize that I had doubled back. So we got the hit. Did I commit to her? I did. She left the tile. So I was like, why not? We'll just get the down. Nice juke there. Again, she was like gaming. But thanks to being oblivious, she didn't realize. I don't know why I tried to lunge there. But again, I was like, you know what? I'm out. You got it, babe. Like, she was breaking my ankles. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not. So same thing. What I was trying to do was doing my best to guard these two gens, because the way the gens spawned this particular trial, they were so spread out. So I was really trying my best to just guard these two gens, because these were kind of like the closest gens I had for as long as I could. And, you know, while simultaneously getting any pressure or downs that I could. I was fine with letting them do gens in the castle and in the basement. Because, you know, Krasue is not a teleporting killer, so she doesn't have as good map traversion on maps with levels. Single level maps she's really good at, but maps that have like different levels, like RPG or even the game, like the meat packing, so to speak, those maps she can kind of struggle in with the different levels. But yeah, so I switched to body form because I saw this person here, thanks to nowhere to hide. She was like, what the hell, I could tell. Got our infection and our hit, and she was camping the pallet, so I was like, you know what, this is a really easy loop here. I can play this pal with you, you know, I can easily mind game. So she rolled it, bang, boom. Nice. So we're gonna go ahead and body form. I tried to break the pallet, but for some reason she went under the pallet or like near it, forcing me to pick her up, which is fine. I respect it. It's not that strong of a pallet, so I didn't really care, to be honest, but I was hoping to break the pallet. But we do see that pallet going to the hook, so I believe I'm gonna go back and break that pallet. I think. I could be wrong. No, I'm right. Okay, cool. So I just took that pallet. We see somebody was in the basement, someone just went for save. So we're actually just gonna go over here. Gonna try to go for the person that did the unhook, because we don't know. Alright, so yes. Hello, sir. We want you. Alright, we got our infection, we got our hit, beautiful. For some reason he gave me the pallet. I remember thinking to myself, why do survivors do that? Like, getting hit gives you a burst. You have distance, so I'm not sure why we're wasting pallets. But that was a good dodge on his part. I kind of had to guess there, to be honest. It was between the bolt or just going, like, you know, continuing to run, and I just guessed wrong in that situation. But I did read him there. He tried to do the window tech, which I've seen so many times on TikTok. That does not work on me. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we got our hook. We see some faint scratch marks here, so we know that somebody was here. It wasn't this person, though, because these are fresh scratch marks, so we're just going to try and get another down here, since why not. Nice. We guessed right that time. Great. We got two hooks in a matter of seconds. I had the option of putting her down and trying to get the infection, but I'm like, there's no reason to being greedy, you know. I'm like, I got two hooks. Let's just take it. We'll go over there, see if we can find her, you know, reapply the infect. I tried to kick that gym, but it fully regressed, but I wanted to get some nowhere to hide value. He just sat there, so I was like, I'll take the down. I don't know why he just sat there and pointed, so I was like, whatever, bro, free hook. Alright, so it looks like the person that unhooked him went to unhook this other person. We're ignoring them because we don't tunnel. This is the one that's been giving me a hard time though. So we got the infect. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Let's try. And I was like, never mind. She's at that strong pallet. Let's see. And she's camping it. I break the pallet. I'm surprised she didn't come back for her blind, but again, we're just gonna ignore her. It's whatever. I know she's on death hook, but again, she's the one that wants me to chase her. I can tell, or could tell rather, that she was like the looper out of the squad. So I felt better just going after, you know, somebody else that was on death hook that I noticed wasn't as strong at looping. So here we are. I was hoping she would bolt there, but she didn't. So we're just going for the mind game. Bolted, boom, got our hit. All right. So here, we're going to take our pickup. I wasn't too eager to break the pallet because they already have completed 3 gens. I was like, God knows the progress they have on another gen that isn't in the area I'm guarding. So let's just take our hook, get this kill, and keep it moving. So we're going to check on this gen because I believe there was some progress. Again, I can't really hear what's going on here, but yeah, looking at the replay here, it looks like this gen has some good progress. So we kick, checking around, nowhere to hide, tells me no one's in the area. So we are going to go follow this person over here. So she double backed. She wasn't stupid enough to run into the basement. So we're going to kick again just to scout, see where they are. And we see they're right there. I did try to go for a trick shot, but it didn't work. I didn't really have anything to ricochet off of. So I just took my hit, and I was happy with that. Following though, I made a mistake here. I thought I got the infection when I didn't. So looking back, I know I look stupid, so I'm sorry. But I really thought I got the infection when I was playing it, so that's why I switched to head form. So because I was ashamed, I left. Went back to my area, and we have our other guy here on death hook. So we're just gonna see if we can catch him. Missed the infect, love that. Let's try again. Beautiful. Gave me pallet right away. And now we're at Shack. So Shack is kind of, well, it's not really tricky, but you know, good survivors can really loop Shack well. So here, beautiful dodge on his part. I couldn't even be mad about that. That was such a good dodge. This is where I started getting my ankles broke, I'm not gonna lie. I was like way too eager, because at this point I was like, they're at 2 gens, like I gotta get another kill. So I was like really desperate here. So this survivor could tell, and he was just breaking my ankles. Like they were doing a really good job of dodging. So see here, I'm trying to be patient now, and still missed. Somehow he still broke my ankles. So I was like, you got it, bro. We're leaving. We're leaving. So we kick this again. Nowhere to hide procs. I see you. They're flashing their flashlight at me, and again, I got blinded. So. But see, this is like the bully. They also have sprint burst. That's definitely sprint burst. That's why they're walking. So we leave them alone. And like we're gonna go back over here. So we see our guy. He comes out of the second. He's like, oh shit, she's right there. Completely forgot I already had him infected. I bolt after him. We go in the head for him like he's infected. So let's do it. So he goes over here. I'm like, this isn't really a strong loop. I got a look. That was a lucky hit. I don't know what he was thinking there. But they got the gen Bitter Murmur proc, so I see there's somebody in that area. He takes a hit for him. Respect. I respect that. So we go after her. I'm like, maybe I can get her, because she's infected as well. And then I notice, I'm like, oh, this is another strong tile. You know, she's trying to waste my time, but you know, she's taking me. She's trying to take me away from the area. No, she's trying to waste my time. So my train of thought was like, maybe I can mind game her. Nope, the vault's there. I miss. I'm like, okay. Eventually, I need to leave this chase, but I was like tilted. I'm gonna admit it. Like this survivor was getting on my nerves. I was like, I want this bitch bad. I wanted her so bad. So I got her. Bitter Murmur procs. I see where everyone's at, and I got the down. I'm like, I have a hook here. I see that this person's going for the door, and our lovely guy that was breaking our ankles at Shack is hiding, waiting for his teammate to open the door. So I'm like, you know what? Forget her. I don't care about her. I want him. I know where he's at. He's infected. He's downable. Let's do it. Let's get him. Now he's pointing. He's like, bro, get her. Get her. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll go after her. So we're going. We're going. We're going. We're looping. We're looping. Looks like she's going for him. I think she's trying to get him up. Now I got my ricochet shot. We got our hit. And I'm like, oh, she's not going for him. So like, you know what? We're not even going to head for him. I've been having bad luck this game with the head for him. Just a nice basic attack. Nice and clean. So, we got our 4K. It wasn't easy. He was shaking his head. Excuse me, I did a soft belch. I'm sorry about that. He was shaking his head. I was like, yes, you're dying. I was like, you broke my ankles. Granted, I played like shit. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I got my 4K. I'm happy. Alright. But anyways, GG's. Enjoy the Mori. And I will see you guys in the next style. Alright, peeps. So the final match of the video was played at the game. Ironic that I was just talking about how Krasue does bad on maps with multiple levels like the game. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of searching for a survivor. I broke that wall because I'm like, yeah, I know. As a survivor player, I'm like, I love it when they don't break these walls because easy loops. Now, I do remember that this match was off to a rough start. We're going to find a survivor here. And I got, not really my ankles broken, but I was just like, where did he go? Like, here's the scratch marks. And I'm like, okay, I see you. I see you. We're following. We're following. Are you going to drop that? Yeah, but I messed up the ricochet shot. That's okay. But we're going to break this. And then I was like, okay. Now where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Can we get you again? No. I was like, let me try to cut you off. And I was like, huh? Literally, huh? Where'd he go? And he was camping a pallet. So free shot. Break the pallet. Head towards time. Whee! And we catch up. And there's a pallet. So I was like, fine. And he vaults. And I was like, okay. Because I'm glad I didn't go to body form there to break that pallet. So I was like, okay. So we take our down here. We're watching though, but we do down him. Yeah, we were watching that he was trying to break the ankles. After last game, I learned my lesson. I was like, we gotta be a little more patient, you know, kind of watch the survivors, you know, watch their footwork, see how they move, see what they're gonna do. And I know from now on, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, let's go to body. But all right, we got our first hook. Found someone off rip. There were actually two on this map, and I was like, well, I see scratch marks here. And I was like, let's just go for this guy because they're going, you know, they're going for the save. So I tried to ricochet shot. It didn't work. They tried to blind me and they hit the pallet. I was like, okay, fine, I'll take it. Take it for the pallet. And I think they're circling around to try to get the save. Which is fine. I didn't really care. But I was like, why not? You know, it's like, I'm not tunneling. I'm just defending, you know, the hook I got. So they went back. See the guy, he's trying to take a hit, which I respect. I tried to hit, but I whiffed there. But again, this is a prime example of what I said earlier. I'm trying my hardest to ignore this guy, and he's literally following me. And then eventually he was like, okay. So I'm like, appreciate the attempt at the protection hit, but bro, get out my face. Because if I down you again, you cannot say I was tunneling. Alright, so we're on Fang now. She gave us this pallet for free. She has her blind man fine. I believe I changed into my head form here. Yeah. And I'm giving, I actually sat in the slide form or whatever until the blind wore off. So that was like really clean on my part. I was glad I was able to just instant catch up with her, which is nice. So I thought she was going to go for the pallet there, but same thing. I was watching. She was trying so hard to hold me there. If you don't know what holding is, basically it's like, you know, doing that, like how she's trying to make you fall into the hole. It's called holding. So if you didn't learn or know that, there's your new fact for the day. Now, Infectious told me somebody was down here. Thankfully, I broke that door at the beginning of the trial. I was like, let's hook her right here. At first, I thought this guy had Saboteur, but he was just trying to get a blind. So we got our hook, and I was like, let's get you next. Now, I noticed he was not infected, so I went back into body form to reapply my infection, and we got our hit. So awesome ricochet shot on my part. And same thing, I cut him off here. I didn't want him to get back to the pallet. Now we're just kind of watching him. He couldn't break the ankles, so we got another down. Awesome. So they did get a couple gens done. We're at 3 gens right now. Possibly going to be at 2 here pretty soon, because I believe they had good progress in another gen. I wasn't really playing how I did last game, where I was designating a gen or 2 and trying to guard those gens. I was just really chasing people around. The aura reading was really coming in clutch on this map. And I was just getting lucky with catching people off guard, whether they were oblivious or, you know, just happened to be unlucky with their positioning. As you can see here, I'm missing infections. But I really wanted to infect her. I could have easily downed her, but I just feel like it was really optimal to apply that infection and then hook her. I think it's the plague main in me, you know, because I main the plague. So it just makes sense to get that infection first and then get your hook, because when they're off hook, they'll be inclined to, you know, cleanse or eat that fungus to get that infection off of them. Because if they don't, they'll be broken eventually. They'll go into leech 2, and then they won't be able to be healed by their teammates at all. So yes, it might seem like a waste of time, or it may have looked like a waste of time to you guys, but in my eyes, that's the optimal way to play. Get your infection, get your hit, get your hook. You know, prioritize getting that leech on them. So we got our guy. He went for the hook. We're punishing that save. We got our infection. We got our hit. Now we're in head form chasing him. This is a really strong palette, so I was happy to see that he gave it to me so early. But I wanted to mind game here, and we got it. We got the mind game. Infectious gave us some information there, so we just took some mental notes here, but we are going to break this palette because as a Survivor player, I know how strong that loop is. But we are going to take our hook as well. So right now we have everybody hooked at least once. We have one Survivor on death hook. But as of right now, I'm not really trying to hunt down that person that's on death hook. We still are at 3 gens right now, but again, they should be popping another one pretty soon, I would hope. But we got lucky. We just happened to find scratch marks. He didn't camp the pallet though. He was just kind of sitting there, so I had nothing to ricochet off of there. But I was, you know, aiming the shot. Boom, we got him that time. I was expecting him to drop the pallet, and again, he dropped it there after getting cooked. I'm not sure why he didn't take the distance and save that pallet. But we caught back up thanks to our head form. Same thing, just kind of be patient, watch his movement, and we took our hit, and now we have our first kill of the trial, which is great. Granted, we are now at 2 gens, so we did sacrifice 3 gens to get someone to death hook. But I do see that there are 2 people on separate gens. So I decided to go for the one on the left because this one sounded like it had way more problems. Now this person is oblivious thanks to the leech. Thanks to the add-on I mean, so they didn't hear or see me coming. So I did commit to this chase, and I was able to get the down instantly, which is phenomenal. Those add-ons are really nasty in an aura reading build. I really favor them. I think I'm probably going to keep using them in future builds that I use. I haven't come up with another idea for what I want to do next for her for the builds. But right now I'm having fun with the aura reading. But I do have another perk I want to try on it. I just have to farm up BP and then get some money so I can get the killer that I with to. But definitely be on the lookout for a future video. So we kicked his gen. He tried to mind game me with that distraction perk. I forgot what it's called. We're not going to talk about how he was just breaking my ankles in place. I really wanted to get this infection. I was like, fuck it. I was like, you got it. But thanks to know where to hide, I was able to see. He tried to fool me. He threw like that. I forgot what that perk is called. Basically, it's an action where you throw a pebble or you throw something and it makes a noise as if the survivor went in one direction, and then they run in another one, making no noise or anything. But nowhere to hide showed me, hey, he's trying to fool you. Don't fall for it. So that's why I really like this perk. It's just really great to have that information. So yeah, we're on to the next chase. Awesome ricochet shot. And we're committing to the chase. Looks like they were kind of going for the save. They tried to break the ankles, but it didn't work. And then Infectious told us that there's another person here. Given that we already have someone dead, I was like, yeah, we can just go grab this and it'll be our 4K. So thanks to them being oblivious, they didn't know I was there. And boom, GG's. We got our kill. So yeah, that pretty much is gonna be the video for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed my Krasue gameplay. Again, I've been playing her a lot on stream. The head form is really hard for me to adjust to, especially, you know, as a plague player. I was waiting for the Mori here, but especially as a plague player, you know, like I'm used to kind of just wiggling the camera and, you know, kind of shooting the vomit just to keep that tracking going. With Krasue, you can't do that. You do have to kind of commit, essentially. Press that button. It's basically a locked in. You can't really curve or turn. I have to read her add-ons. I don't know if she has an add-on kind of like what the flag has where you can kind of curve in mid-attack. I doubt she does. But yeah. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. There will definitely be more Krasue coming. I do love this killer a lot. She alone has actually gotten me back into playing killer. But thank you for watching. Again, I appreciate the continued support of the channel and of the content. If you are new here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a fellow Krasue player, feel free to
Hello.
drop some build ideas or perk
Wale.
ideas. If you like the aura build idea and you have some perks that you think would work even better, I love feedback. I can take criticism. I would love to hear from you guys on how I could improve with her. But I really, really like her, and I'm definitely going to put in more hours into her. But yeah, that's it for today. My socials are in the description of the video, so feel free to catch me on stream sometime. I would love to have you guys come through. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.